Do all Gigantamax Pokemon have descriptions like that?
I don't know. One of them Snorlax is Bulbapedia site.
Well, it probably has some for other ones. Let's see how much they want to destroy Charizard's dick more.
As Gigantamax Charizard, it becomes larger and physically fit. The lower part of its body glows white with several yellow diamonds located on the lower belly.
It's not physically fit. That is not physically fit.
Just reading what it says. There are also diamond-shaped spots located on the front legs. The claws located on its hands and feet become longer and sharp. The feet become longer and digitigrade, retaining small glowing skulls under the forefeet. The wings are transformed into literal flame wings, extending to the shoulder blade and two flames located on the horns. The colossal flamed wings were created from the energy of Gigantamax. The sclera of the eyes becomes yellow. The glow of a flame can be seen in its mouth, and the teeth glow, with the lower front teeth and three teeth in the middle, now protruding when the mouth is closed. It has buck teeth.
Okay, but back to that thing about being physically fit. That is not physically fit. That is a fucking potbelly.
It is a really big potbelly.
This guy was guarding a fist plate. Two beings of time and space set free.
Out in her three-legged cloud. The flames within Gigantamax Charizard burn hotter than 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. When it roars, the temperature can climb to even higher. The wings are capable of being hotter than magma, which Charizard uses to burn its opponent.
So what you're saying is, when it's in a stadium, it's hotter than the sun.
Yeah, but Magcargo is hotter than the sun every day.
Who came up with these descriptions?
I don't know.
Fucking stupid. Oh,
But
did you know that Charizard's wings are like really hot? Like hotter than the sun? It's so cool and epic and cool and super epic. Oh man, I love Charizard. Oh man, oh my god. Oh. I wonder if Leon wrote that description.
As Gigantamax Lapras, it becomes larger in size and more armored. Its shell resembles a stupid ad, by the way. A cruise ship with 4 gray and red stripes surrounding it. And it has 4 spikes on top of its shell, with 1 steel spike resembling a funnel. It has 3 red clouds. The sclera in Lapras' eyes turns color to white, yellow, and blue. A light blue ring of fine, thin lines resembling a musical sheet created from ice particles circles around its shell. 5,000 people can ride on the shell of a Gigantamax Lapras for a very comfortable ride without any issues.
And then it goes underwater.
Lapras can use its giant ring to break any icebergs that may prevent it from swimming.
We're not gonna have another Titanic.
Exactly.
You know, if there is one Gigantamax form I really do love, it's Lapras. The other ones are all kind of meh to me.
I love Lapras' design. I want one.
Yeah.
What be it?
It's like, I don't know. A lot of the G-Max designs just, well, Lapras and Charizard I do like a lot, but the other ones are just kind of meh.
I like Orbeetle.
Yeah, Orbeetle's fine. I don't hate them, it's just that they're not really that memorable. At least compared to Megas. I really want Megas to come back. We're gonna fight some Ace Trainers.
As Gigantamax Orbeetle, its body and brain drastically increase in size to resemble a flying saucer. Its wings disappear, the black spot on its head changes to blue with white rings. Underneath the brain is 5 yellow half-orbs, having 3 blue rings that split the orb into 3, with a 4th black circle underneath it. The center is a blue half-orb connected by 9 blue lines. The orb shines a bright light that can move around similar to a flying saucer. The rest of Orbeetle's body is infused into a black orb with blue lines. These lines connect to blue half-circles, which are connected to the head, arms, and legs. As a result, its psychic power and intelligence have become overwhelming. Should it use even a slight bit of its power that it has, it can control the minds of every living being within the vicinity.
You know what's nasty? Orbeetles, like regular bodies, really skinny. There's no way they would be able to fit any organs in there. So it's in its gross humpback. That's how it works. It's like a snail, but as a beetle.
A beetle's cool.
Yeah, it's all right. But as soon as I really realized that, it was just, that's disgusting.
It's the first psychic bug type, and it's automatically cool.
Yeah.
I really like that combination.
Bug psychic is okay. It's a sticky web user, so that's okay.
I also like ice and bug, but that combination sucks.
Icebug?
Yeah, it's small, but it sucks.
Yeah. I've heard people using it as like a decent special wall, and I guess, but...
It can be if it has a certain ability.
I'm actually kind of curious, because, like, what resistances does Icebug have? Frostmoth. It resists ground, grass, and ice. Alright, so ground, forget about that. There are no special ground type users right now. I think the only one that's confirmed is, just the Nidos, but that's DLC. And Camerupt. Grass and ice, I guess. So you just have to watch out for flying rock, fire, and steel.
Fire you would resist with it, but it would be normal with its... No, it would be just regular super effective with its ability.
Yeah. You don't want to eat that.
No, it would be neutral, because it has the damage of incoming special attack. So your 2 times weakness would just go down to normal hit.
It's a 4 times weakness.
Yep. I keep forgetting that it's exponential, not added.
Rob.
So it's 1.5, and then it's like 4, and I don't understand why.
Oh, why do they make so many stupid ice types?
All of them?
No, most of them. Well, all the recent ones. Because you have Aurorus, which is slow and stupid and has so many weaknesses. You have Crabominable, which is slow and stupid. And then you have Frostmoth, who has Quiver Dance, but can't really use it with that awful speed.
Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, and the nice scales. It's really cool. If it was just a little bit better.
If it was faster, it'd be good. Because, like, Icebug is not the same as Firebug. You don't have a lot of wall-breaking potential, because that... I wouldn't really say it's a bad offensive type, but it's not really anything special.
It's not that bad of a special offensive.
No, it's just that... It's not as crazy as Firebug, where you just have a lot of coverage. Then again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Fire just naturally gives you a lot of coverage.
Yeah. Because you can hit steel types, which is something that everyone uses, because steel is just a good type.
Yeah, it is.
Bangs. Can you level up? God damn it. Level up, you stupid slug. You stupid slug.
Like, I'm supposed to reach a fucking meteor town in this game.
It's Veilstone. Meteor Town.
Yeah, that's the one.
Veilstone.
I just knew it had the meteors in this game.
You know, thinking about it more, Crabominable's like probably one of my least favorite Pokemon ever. Because it just probably encapsulates everything wrong with Game Freak's design choices.
I would agree with you,
If Extra Drill didn't exist?
No, if I wasn't so biased against.
Well, like, take a look at everything Crabominable has going for it. It has a really good typing, like...
Does it have anything going for it?
It's typing.
I'm being serious.
Ice fighting is... It kind of just rivals Ice Ground in that sense, but it's not fast at all, so it can't make any use of that. And Ice fighting just has so many weaknesses.
Yeah, that's the point. Ice fighting has too many weaknesses. At least Ice Ground cancels out some of Ground type's weaknesses.
Like, it would just... It would be good if it wasn't fast and didn't have to rely on taking a hit. But Game Freak just had to make everything in Alola slow for whatever reason.
Yeah, I still don't understand that unique game decision.
I don't understand. It's dumb.
They had to know that would. They had to know that would just kill its momentum for anything in the future.
It's like, it just encapsulates everything I don't like about their design choices, because like, as we all remember, when Crabrawler was first revealed, it was seen at Worlds, and it was OHKOing like every prominent Pokemon in VGC.
OHKOing Cresselia, OHKOing Talonflame.
OHKOing Mega Kangaskhan, and like, first of all, like that's like an... Crabrawler is like just a frickin' unevolved Pokemon. It's like, no, this is unrealistic to begin with, but like when they make that, it's just like they're hyping it up to be this really big thing and like people should use it, but no, it sucks. It's like, why?
Dawn. We're gonna meet Dawn.
Yeah, that's right. It's just like, why would you hype up a Pokemon so much just to give it one fatal flaw that just ruins everything about it?
No, you meet Dawn.
I know, I'm just checking over here for stuff, but it's just stupid. Let's make it base 80 speed.
Even then, would it really be good?
Mamoswine can work with it.
Mamoswine can work with it, but like I said, Ice gets rid of some of Ground's weaknesses.
Well, not even then. It still has a fair amount of weaknesses. It's just that its attack and speed are just so good. Like it just threatens a lot of defensive cores. So things are just have a hard time switching in.
It also doesn't keep all of its weaknesses from both types.
Yeah. It's just
Ice and flying don't really cancel anything out together.
Well, that doesn't matter if you're decently fast and offensive.
It kinda does, because
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. If Mamoswine can do just fine with it, then so can anything else.
You can get one good hit.
No. Rob, here's how it works. Like, Mamoswine just threatens so many defensive cores, you just bring it on. We just bring it out on something that will just not be able to take a hit. And the thing is, so many things just don't want to take the combination of Ice and Ground. Like, it just keeps people guessing. Like, that's how Mamoswine works. That's why it's so feared. I went to the wrong floor.
I'm not arguing that Mamoswine is good. I'm arguing that Crabominable is not as good as Mamoswine ever.
I know, but if it at least had base 80 speed, it would be.
I still don't think it would be as good as Mamoswine.
It would! It does practically the same thing Mamoswine did, just with the fighting typing. Because fighting and ground just has almost the same coverage.
A lot more things are very capable of taking fighting type attacks.
Well, does that matter when you're gonna, like, have 100 base power ice move that's boosted by Iron Fist?
Yeah, I forgot it got that stupid ability.
Yeah.
Never mind, it might be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be good if it were just decently fast.
I forgot it had.
Did you forget it was part ice type?
No, I forgot it had Iron Fist, which makes it a lot better in general.
It doesn't even get Mach Punch. which is really stupid.
No, but it gets Ice Punch, it gets Fire Punch.
It doesn't get
Thunder
Fire Punch.
Does it get Thunder?
Probably gets Thunder Punch. It doesn't need Fire Punch because the things you would want to hit for Fire Punch with, it already does that with...
You can hit with Ice.
No, fighting. Rob, this is why you're not good at competitive.
What does grass and fighting have in common?
Not grass, fighting and ice.
Yeah, I said hit something with a Thunder Punch, and you're like, things that would hit with that, it would have
I thought you said Fire Punch.
I did, but yeah, Fire. What do they share all still, though?
Well, the things like an ice type would want to tire with a fire or fighting type move are both steel types. It's like you got Ferrothorn, Flying Steels, I guess. You would still do neutral to that, but it doesn't matter. Like, Fire Punch doesn't matter when you have a stab close combat.
I'm not good at fucking competitive.
Exactly.
I will argue my opinions, but they are not to be taken with any grain of salt.
Fucking, you're the type of person who would go be like, well, I'm gonna bring a Crabominable with both close combat and Fire Punch. Take this, steel types.
I just wouldn't bring a Crabominable because of that.
I would never ever say bring Crabominable. Use Mamoswine. If you want to use a physical ice type, use Mamoswine. Or at least Weavile. Or Cloyster.
Yeah, I forget Cloyster, but I think a lot of times too.
What are Maylene's levels? It's okay, I got it. Okay, her highest level is 32. I think we could be good.
I think you could be good also with Crobat.
Like, I want to get Monferno up a few levels to beat Lucario. So Lucario's level 32. I want to know something, Rob. I want to know something. A lot of people say that Gigantamax Pokemon should be repurposed into Mega Evolutions. Do you agree?
I wouldn't be upset at some of them.
Yeah. I think that's the best solution because
there are a few that I don't think necessarily would benefit from.
I mean, Charizard doesn't need a third Mega. Let's be fair.
Yeah, Gengar doesn't need a second.
And Gengar's G-Max pretty much does the same thing that its Mega does. Yeah, but worse, in a much worse way.
I would want to keep the Gen 8 Gigantamaxes.
And Butterfree. Pikachu and Eevee should not keep it, because fuck them.
No.
Yeah. You know, I will say this. Like, in Gen 8, like, with how they gave Meowth, Pikachu, and Eevee G-Max forms, I really am surprised they left Jigglypuff out of things, because, like, out of all the, like...
What's with Fairy, at least?
Like, with all the, like, anime iconic Gen 1 Pokemon from the anime, Jigglypuff is one of them. I don't get why that had to get left out.
But yeah, my champs need redesign.
Yeah. I'm assuming that maybe we could, like, they could, like, make their G-Max move effect just make them their ability. Machamp's ability, you could just make them have more crits. Boosted crit ratio.
It just straight up needs redesign.
Yeah. Give it more arms.
Kinda, yeah. It's Machamp.
That was one of my favorite lines I said in the Sword playthrough.
I know you were kind of joking, but you're right. It should have more arms.
No, you said that line. I said, like, when we were fighting both of them in the championships, I said
Yeah.
I said Rob has 4 arms and I have 4 arms because Gengar has a giant mouth.
I know, Sinnoh has a giant